Hi, my name's Simon from Motodrome, and this is a rather gorgeous 1966 MGB GT Mark 1. Hope you like it. Okay, quick video of startup and idling on this 1966 MGB. Ignition light comes on as it should. They don't have an oil pressure light, these. They have an oil pressure gauge, which is there, which will spring into action once we've fired up. And there we go. And indeed it does spring into action. Idles nicely. Now we'll show you under the bonnet. Okay, here we are under the bonnet of this 1966 MGB GT. All doing exactly what it should. Sounding the way it should. Idling nicely. All very correct under here, except it has got an alternator conversion. And I'm fairly sure the original ones would have originally had a dynamo. This is an early car. But rather super. Next up, we have driving. Okay, here we are out in this 1966 MGB GT Mark 1. Just really doing exactly what it should. It's showing it's just turned over 43,000 miles, so I think we said 43 in our description. It's actually just over that, closer to 43,200 at the moment. So does it really matter? Not really. But driving exactly the way an early MGB should. Absolutely spot on. All the instruments are working in front of me. I've got fuel gauge here, rev counter, speedo, which does flicker, showing we're doing about 50 miles an hour at the minute. It's flickering though. Obviously the cable perhaps is a bit worn in it. Oil pressure gauge, which is showing just over 60 psi. Water temperature gauge showing about 90 degrees, which is fine. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely. It's nice to see one with the original big steering wheel on. Incidentally, you may hear a slight rattling from behind me. That's my fault. Obviously, the twin 6-volt batteries live under the back seat on this, and for fire regulations, when it's kept inside, we always have to disconnect the batteries. And to be honest, having reconnected them, I've got to disconnect them again in a minute. I couldn't be bothered to put the metal cover back on and bolt it down, so that's why you might get a slight rattle from the back occasionally. But obviously, before it goes out to a new owner, that will all be fastened down properly. But she drives absolutely superbly. No creaking or groaning over these bumps. It's coping very well with them indeed. The O series engine is performing exactly the way you'd think, or you'd hope, and it does sound like an MGB as well. They've got a very distinctive exhaust note. See what it's like under braking for this turn. Stops absolutely fine. No pulsing through pedal or anything. Or funny noises. Just doing what it should. There we go. Sharp turn. No graunches through the steering there. Wipers. Is that the heater blower motor? One of them is. I think it is that one, the heater blower motor. Can't tell if that's working or not. Oh yes, I can hear it actually. Now we've slowed down. You can hear the heater blower motor working. That's about it in terms of controls. That's the main light switch there, and that's the choke. Gearbox is nice. I know the gearbox has actually recently been rebuilt. The whole car was done in 2022. And I do know come 2024 it had developed a fault in the gearbox where the second gear synchro was absolutely shot in it, so that was done last year. Gearbox is now absolutely perfect. Obviously it's the early type box which doesn't have synchro on first gear. signs of any misfiring, hesitancy or overheating. Just a very happy little car. Big bump in a minute, see how well it copes with that. Probably make that battery cover rattle a bit. There we go, actually not too bad at all. Stops nicely. Not much travel in the brake pedal, which is good. Even the indicator's self-cancel. So I think there we have it. My name is Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495. We can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com for any more information.